Howdy, good day, aloha, all my beautiful friends around the world. Welcome to Good Night Nice podcast. It's a beautiful day here, overcast, on the Gold Coast of Australia, Miami 4220. My name is Johan Dano. This is episode 2, and it's an absolute pleasure to be sitting here talking to you guys. I'm going to be filming this right here, sitting down in my garden, just to connect with you guys. It goes out to my brother Anderson out in Chicago. You find is when you try to achieve success or you try to reach for things, they go out of comfort zones. Some people, it's a reflection of themselves. They say it's never that people don't want you to win. It might seem so. Some people just don't want to be left behind. What me and Anderson talked about today's episode of Good Not Nice is how to set boundaries and some ideas for you in regards to people that drive you into negative stories or continuation to offload all their drama. So depending what star sign you are, I'm a Taurus. I can be grounded, but also very emotional as we are. And I think there is an element of holding space if somebody's having a bad day. And I know I've had a situation with a friend where we had an altercation where I was bitching. I'll own it. I was bitching. I had a bad day, and I was complaining. I was complaining out loud in my house. We had a situation from that which created conflict. So this is just a little discussion about some tools and tips that might assist you if you are on either side. So the first thing is, for example, a lot of times when people are sharing things and they're venting, it could be something a mix between an identity. Some people, their trauma or their drama defines them. It's the story they tell everybody. Or it could be the continuation of situations they don't resolve, because by having this situation or this annoying person to bitch and complain about, they don't have to take decisive action on bigger aspirations or goals in their life. They have this distraction, because by having this situation or this annoying person to bitch and complain about, they don't have to take decisive action on bigger aspirations or goals in their life. They have this distraction. If this is a work situation or colleague, you can have a joke like, say something like, hey, I love you to bits, but this is our time, and I'm not a clinically sane psychologist or any type of that. We can have some great conversations together. I'd love to get to know you and other things, that's okay, positive things to talk about. Simply because, I'd rather get work done and time is worth money. So, if you want to hire me, hey, I'll do some research, but this could be positive. That's one idea. Now, at the end of the day, it's like, there's a famous quote from Les Brown, which is that, when you're bitching, 60-70% of people, they don't care. They don't. 10% do because they love you. And the rest, they're fucking glad it's you. Alright. So I say that with love because what we put our intention and attention to multiplies. So if someone is focused on their problems, small problems become big problems, because it's like I'm one to be emotional, or I'm like a dog that won't drop a bone. I'll have things that go over and over again in my head, and reacting very quickly. That's why episode 1 I said put a breath in between reactions. It's a tool I use. Now going back to this, if we can focus on the good, as they say, scarcity and abundance are two things just like energy. What we know is that the universe is life and death. There's two sides, dualities, man, woman. There's so many sides to things. So if you have problems and you discuss problems, you are on one side. You've overweighted that side, so the whole universe slides in with more bad situations and energy and things. Also, just food for thought, this thing I'm trying to learn, which is loose lips sink ships. And I'm a Taurus, I'm a gossip queen sometimes, and I'm covered because I try to stand more in morals and values, even though I might not be the best example or I'm trying better every day to be a better human and a better person and to make better decisions, to be good, not nice, to myself and others.
So coming back to that, what is it? So having that uncomfortable conversation with the person, like, hey dude, like, maybe if it's somebody, whatever the complaint is, like, I would say don't go into solution mode. I'd be one to say, hey, let's do this, why don't we do that? And sometimes, that's not going to motivate somebody to do anything. The opposite. Because someone's like, oh wow, like, this is such a problem, you're going to help me take care of it? Oh, I can't take care of it, I can take care of it. And then resistance comes up, and they don't. That's human nature. So there's nothing wrong with that. But if you can have them believe in the alternative vision or positive things, they can focus on the good things, or you point out good things, or if you just are fun or happy and easygoing and you don't let it affect you and you don't feed into it. Like sometimes I've had people where they'll start talking about their problems. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm just going to focus this. I'm not trying to be rude or anything. I just think, I have a lot going on myself. And I just can't really take on anything else in this moment. If we can be positive in life, I really appreciate that. So appreciate that, please. Because I think a lot of us are in our own worlds, each individually. We have a lot going on in our lives, good and bad. Each person has so many things that, that are going good and not going good. Things are different, So we don't know the storms raging on within each person. But I do feel right now that all we have is each other to a degree. If we focus on fear, if we focus on this negative energy, we're going to have no future, no happiness on the journey, and we're just going to be lost. And that's probably why we're lost. So I hope that whenever it comes down to it, just a little one, think about that and talk to the person, establish a boundary with love. So lead with love, and discuss with them, figure out a way to break it with fun. I find that I might, when I'm in a bad mood and people are complaining, I might start complaining. I always have been told never talk badly about somebody, because, imagine like when they find out and they're going to talk about it. And, for me, I'm stubborn, so I react, I'm still a human. I'm trying to work as we all do, but I own it. I try to be accountable where I can. And that starts now. And that's making the decision. We have that decision every day. Whoever you were yesterday, whatever decision you made yesterday, that was you then. This is you now. So let that person go and embrace the power you have in this moment here. And when it comes to people, we're debits or credits. Every relationship we have with someone, we're debiting or crediting that relationship. And above all, if we can just make each other feel like a space to feel safe, to be seen, to be heard, and to know that we can listen, but we can also hold each other accountable for our highest aspirations for a better life. Because imagine a world where all the conversations you have with everybody, you're discussing your dreams and your aspirations, the things that are good in your life, and then after that you can actually have constructive conversations about how to get support for dealing with the bad things in your life, being reminded the people to reach out for. There's so many things that we can do in this world, and it starts with understanding how to not just set boundaries, but how to lead discussions and lead them with love. How to not try to be nice and listen, but have that hard conversation that's going to have the best outcome. It's going to be good for both of you. It's good, not nice. I'm Johan to know. Peace and love. Hey guys, close of the podcast. As you can see here, the reason I've done this, kept it very simple, is to prove to the point. Next up episodes, when they're well done and they're professionally edited, is to prove going back that anybody should do this. Anybody can start anything, to create anything they believe in. For a podcast, for anything, you don't need a fancy equipment. You don't need some studio. You just need a phone, internet connection, and a good idea. And that goes out to my brother, Casey Neistant. If you haven't seen a video, make sure you go check out Do What You Can't. It's a video that inspired me when I had no money. I wasn't sure how to release a music video. What I did is I went and just recorded all videos around traveling through the USA, and that was for Sunrise. So go check out the music video. If you haven't seen it, have a blessed day. I love you guys. Peace.